live from the cave. It's late night with special guest BNTA. Now, give it up for your host this evening, Marla, Kelley, and Caleb Yule.
What is up, my bodacious dudes? I am your gnarly host, Caleb.
And I'm your radical host, Marla.
And welcome to the most
excellent episode of Late Night. Tonight, we're bringing you a blast from the past.
Like a wonky version of Cheers, where all the patrons are in fact time travelers.
Or an episode of Doctor Who written by a 70s flower child.
That's the joke. It was. Point is, when I tell people I'd rather be anywhere but here, what I really mean is
Anytime but now. There's always a good and bad with every decade. Heck, I fear we even got a bunch of different generations in the audience tonight.
What is that I hear? You were born in 1969?
Nice. All right, to start off our temporal grand tour, we're going to start with the 50s, where boomers first walked the earth.
I heard they had to watch out for pterodactyl attacks, and lead poisoning, and atomic bombs. Whoa.
Undoubtedly. Now here's how this is going to work. We're going to say our favorite part of the 50s zeitgeist on 3. Ready?
On 3 or after 3?
After 3,
Oh, okay.
sorry. 1, 2, 3, diners.
What is it about diners that is most appealing to you? Because the last time I was in a diner, I got herpes.
First of all, I'm pretty sure you already had herpes. Second, I was born in a diner. How else do you think I got an old-timey name like Marla?
You joshing me right now, man?
Yes.
Oh.
What about you in Motown?
I like to believe there are little people in my ears singing the songs.
Is that with all music or just Motown?
Exclusively Motown. And Eminem.
Okay, least favorite?
Misogyny.
Mine's the Cold War, like the Red Scare, you know?
Oh.
Atomic bombs and all that.
The Red Scare. Like that one time I didn't get a period?
I don't think we can say that.
Well, I just did. So.
Oh, okay, let's move on to different decades, like the 70s.
Oh, yes. 3, 2, 1.
Flower patterns. Why did you just say drugs?
It's
We're
like
on a
in that-
Christian campus.
It's like in that 70s show when they were high all the time.
You know, marijuana still exists, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. Least favorite, mine's the Beatles.
Mine's MK Ultra. You don't like the Beatles?
Who is MK Ultra?
We don't have time to get into that right now.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right, now on to arguably the best decade ever, the 80s.
Yes, my favorite thing is the movies. Adventures in Babysitting, best movie ever. I had a crush on the babysitter as a child.
As you should. I like high-waisted jeans.
Ooh, classy. Yeah. Ooh, work it. Shake it. Yeah. They always look good, especially paired with a fun, funky dad shirt.
Which is all you wear.
Well, I look good, so.
So do I. All right. Now on to least favorite. My least favorite thing from the 80s is Ronald Reagan.
Mine was the AIDS crisis. So.
Hey, we hate the same thing.
Whoa.
Oh,
We shouldn't high five for that.
no.
Well, let's carry on to the next decade,
Yeah.
the 90s. I really liked when Y2K happened.
Wasn't that the 2000s?
Technically, it was New Year's Eve of 1999, so.
Well, I like the Indigo Girls.
Oh, what about Green Day?
Beanie Babies.
This just proves that the 90s was the best decade.
Okay, least favorite is Friends for me.
I also don't like Friends, but I think my least favorite has to be when Princess Diana died. You're the real queen.
You're so right for that. Okay, what about now? What do we like about now? I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
I'm sure we can find something we like about now.
You right there. You look like you're thinking of something. You know? Yeah,
You look like you kind of hate life right now. Okay. What about video games?
Yes.
Yes, I like video games.
I do too. I also like cartoons.
What kind of cartoons?
I've been watching Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. I love Adventure Time. Did you get to the part where
No spoilers!
Sorry. Well, it goes without saying we're skipping our least favorite for this portion. This has been the worst week of our lives.
Next segment. If you could have invented anything in history, what would it be?
I'd invent gravity.
I don't think you can invent a fundamental force of nature.
But the apple will fall on my head, so I can come up with whatever theory Newton did.
I don't want to have a philosophical discussion with either of you.
Oh, you foozler. Well, what thing would you invent, Marla?
Contraceptives.
Tubular.
Oh, wait, the wheel.
Oh, far out, man.
Oh, fire.
So we're on Pangea now? What's next? The Library of Alexandria is gonna burn down?
Okay, here's a question. What moments in history would you change?
I'd change the Hindenburg disaster.
In what way?
I just wouldn't let it crash.
I'm pretty sure it caught fire because of uncontrollable circumstances, though.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
Okay, well, instead of the U.S. getting the Statue of Liberty from France, I think I would change it so we could get free health care and non-corrupt politicians.
Marla, France isn't real.
Then I'd make it real.
Please don't. Okay, new topic. Oldies music.
What about it?
Oh, well, there's some certain bops out there, some slapping tunes. But you wanna play a surprise little game?
A little surprise game?
Pre-game before game?
Pre-game? Yeah.
We're not pre-gaming. So can you guess what oldies song I am humming?
What decade constitutes an oldies song?
Pre us being born.
Deal.
Tetris. High score. Game over. That's a 90s reference. Anyways, okay. Do you want to go first or should I?
You go first.
Okay. Let's not get copyrighted.
Oh, loose, footloose.
Yeah.
Sunday shoes.
Yes, you did it.
That, yeah, footloose.
Yay, good job.
Okay. My crystal ball.
The peanut colada song? Is that what that is?
It's Santeria by Sublime.
I wouldn't have known that. I would not have known that. Okay.
Did you guys know that? Yeah, thank you.
Well, shush, audience. You don't get to participate anymore. Okay, my next song.
In a big pear tree.
Raised
down in Africa. That Africa. Sorry, I started singing the Straight No Chaser version of the...
Oh, what?
Oh, never mind. Ignore me and we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay.
We wrote these down on our arms because we wouldn't remember if we didn't. Are you intentionally trying to make me lose this game? I have no idea what you're humming anymore. This is just... All I'm hearing is the rock.
Don't stop me now, because I'm having a good time.
Oh,
having a
my
good
God.
time.
Why'd you choose that section? There's so many other sections you could hum from that song.
That's the only one I remember.
You know what? That's fine. All right.
I think we both won that game.
I definitely lost that game. I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely lost. Anyway, we've got a guest who's supposed to be here, I guess. I don't know where they are, but oh my goodness. Welcome. Yes, the nurse, correct?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for taking time out of your super cool interdimensional time travel job to come here for...
Come have a seat.
Sit down, please. Yes, absolutely. So, you know, with your name being the nurse, you know, you kind of remind me of Doctor Who, you know?
Doctor Who?
Yeah, that guy.
Who?
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who?
What?
What?
Okay, obviously jumping through space-time continuum has left our guest unfamiliar with current pop culture, but that's okay, we're just gonna skip past that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Why do you call yourself the nurse?
Oh, that's because I was once a nursing student here at PLU in '99. I say was because I didn't last very long in the program. When they were showing us how to draw blood and sticking the needle in, I got queasy and I threw up and then passed out. So...
Well, you know, no better place to throw up and then subsequently pass out than in a room full of nursing students.
Oh, yeah. And get this, on the way down, I hit my head so hard I started hallucinating. Like, I was like hearing colors and like tasting smells. It was like a Woodstock fever dream.
Oh, they just made like a documentary about Woodstock '99. That must have been crazy.
Oh, no, yeah, it was great. I saw it on MTV. And, the music was great. The crowds were bugging. Oh, I only wish that Will Smith played. I love his music. It slaps.
No, Will Smith is slapping. No.
What?
Nothing, it's okay. Let's just say he's not getting jiggy anymore. He got an Oscar, though.
Oh, that's good. Great for him.
Yeah.
So you're from 1999? Is that why you're dressed like Neo from The Matrix?
Yes! Oh my gosh. I love The Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh my, the movie was revolutionary. Like, the robots and the idea of The Matrix itself. Oh my gosh. And Keanu.
Yeah.
The moment he walked on screen and started fighting, kicking, punching, dodging all those bullets, he kung fu'd his way right into my heart.
I wish someone would fight their way into my heart. The only thing I've got going on inside is like a couple-week-old pizza bagel bites and a lot of caffeine because I got my capstone on Monday.
Pizza bagel bites? Oh my gosh, I love pizza bagel bites. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening.
There's a theme
pizza
song?
at dinner time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. Wow!
Catchy.
Bagel bites. Oh. They are the perfect time travel snack.
How long was that in there?
I don't know.
The perfect amount of sauce and cheese.
I don't know how long that's been in there, but that's kind of gross.
No, they're great. It's like the perfect ratio of bagel and pizza. They're also great for blockbuster movie nights.
Oh, Blockbuster isn't a thing anymore. There's only like one down in like Bend, Oregon.
What? Blockbuster's gone? Like they were everywhere in '99.
They kind of like died out in the 2010s because of like streaming services. But you didn't know that?
Oh no, I've never actually been to the 21st century. I never have traveled past '99 before. You see, there was this one night where me and my computer science friend were watching Back to the Future. He had a little too much to drink and started thinking you could make a time machine out of a beaver. Well, it worked, but I've never been able to travel to the 21st century, so I've never seen past 99. Which is honestly a relief, because I did not want to experience Y2K. Oh, probably the biggest, scariest, awfulest apocalyptic event of our lifetime. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
apocalyptic.
scariest.
You were zombies.
Oh yeah.
Well, I suggest if you're gonna stick around here, then if you go anywhere near March 2020 to bring toilet paper with you.
Why?
Just in case you ever run out.
So if you haven't been past 1999, then we should probably catch you up on some pop culture.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Well, if you don't have Blockbuster anymore, then how do you watch videos?
Oh, lots of ways. One of my personal favorites is YouTube.
You too?
Yeah, it's a website where you can watch short videos that people upload for the world to watch. Like 1 million people go on it every day.
Millions? Well, that must be hell to get on. What with the traffic on AOL and everything.
AOL?
Yeah.
Like America Online? Dude, that is so in the past. Does not exist. So here yet? And then me and Reagan roasters be like, not yet. Not yet. We'll let you know.
I am so full now.
And the driver is calling me going, excuse me, where is this again? I'm like, oh my God.
No.
I'm not going to get angry right now. I'm not going to swear, but then it arrived.
And then I sent Sean an email being like, well, I can't find the pizza guy. And then not even a minute later, I was like, never mind, we found him. And then Sean's like, you almost gave me a heart attack. You know what? Yeah. If you weren't a communications professor here, what would you be doing instead?
I think I'd be eating more ramen. I think I'd be scrambling for money. I think I'd be making my son pay rent because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need the income. I think I'd be walking my dog more, which is fun.
Puppy.
What kind of dog?
He is a German Shepherd. He is all black, so when it gets hot like this, he likes to go find the shade immediately after he gets the ball.
What's his name?
Bogey.
Bogey. My dad had a dog named Bogey. Love that. Do you ever shave your dog in the summer?
No, he's got this great big wash and wear coat, so you just take him to the river and play stick in the water, which is his favorite game.
That sounds like a really fun game. I'd play that.
Speaking of games.
So we've been informed that you play a lot of chess. When did you start playing chess, and how did that happen?
Well, at first my dad taught me, and I learned a little bit. And then later on in college, I started playing a little more, and then I got, I guess, more intensely serious around, 2010. And now I'm the president of the mighty Tacoma Chess Club. Just so you know.
Give it up for that.
There it is.
Love that. Could you describe one of the greatest chess masters you have ever won?
I think it was after a series of them that I lost, where I was playing my friend, and he was better than I am, and he was sort of a devious person. And I would get mad because I was kind of a table slammer. And I'd just sweep the pieces away and throw it down, and my friend would turn to my other friend and say, let the Wookiee win. So eventually I got good enough to take my revenge on him to the point where he would not play me unless I gave him the odds of a queen, which is I'd take my queen off the board and still play him, and I could still beat him. So that was quite satisfying.
Nice.
Oh my God. So you work with the Tacoma Tribune. How is that? Like, what's your favorite parts about that? Where does that go?
My favorite part, I'll be serious for a moment, is the people, because you make lifelong friends in journalism, and the camaraderie of a newsroom is second to none. I've had some of my best friendships and relationships with fellow journalists, and they all get it, and it's sort of a fraternity that lasts a lifetime. So that part's the best part.
What's some of the most exciting stories you've ever had to write about?
They're all pretty grim, so I don't want to freak the audience out, but covering the Green River Killer was a great big one. The day that he was first arrested, I'd been. Somebody remember that? No? He was our. I grew up in the early '80s. I graduated in 1982, and he was the Phantom, the boogeyman, everything you could imagine if you lived in this area at that time, and nobody knew who he was. So when they arrested him in 2001, I was driving home in the rain, and I literally did a 360 and went back to the newsroom saying, okay, now the shit's on, and we've got to go deal with this. And all of us were covering different pieces of it, and they sent me up to Maple Valley to try to sort of camp outside the home of his ex-wife, who had been his wife in the early 80s when he was first doing all this stuff. And we waited and waited and waited in the driving rain, and I was waiting for along with a Seattle Times reporter in another car, and then the poor woman, drives up. She's escorted by cops and other people. Doesn't talk to us at all. It's like, okay, drive back to the newsroom. That's great. But going into the courtroom when he was sentenced a couple of years later and seeing all these people, I'm not trying to be too crazy here, but all the families of all these victims, each coming up and making statements. And some of them were super, super, super angry and cold. But there was one guy who made him, emotional, and it was a guy who looked like Santa Claus, and his daughter had been murdered. And he turns to Ridgway and says, I know that this sounds impossible, but I forgive you because I have to have forgiveness. And that's a quasi-religious thing. It was the first time I saw emotion out of that guy. He cried in the courtroom. So that was pretty intense.
I'm gonna cry now.
What's my question?
Whoa!
What on a lighter note, what's the weirdest story you've ever followed?
Please be
Probably a person who called herself Dove of Oneness. So this person was a QAnon type, not pre-QAnon, kind of a 9/11 truther. And she had this newsletter that she sent. She had 100,000 followers, and she would start every newsletter with, "Hello, dear friends in white knights. I'm Dove of Oneness, and I have sources 32 levels above the president, so I want to tell you." And her deal was that she knew about a secret law that forgave all credit card debt and insured and mortgage debt, and ensured that this money that all these people had invested in a transparent a multi-level marketing scheme, would all be delivered to them once the secret law was announced. And Congress had passed it with the approval of the Supreme Court, but under pain of death, no one could disclose it. It was about to be announced when the two planes went into the Twin Towers. And that was actually a scheme designed to prevent the announcement of the secret law. And so Dove was going to keep on staying at it. And she insisted that this law would be announced. She lived in a double wide in McClary, south of Olympia here. And I went and spoke to her.
No!
She brought me lemonade.
No! It's like the Kool-Aid! No!
And I said, this is kind of a cyber cult. And she's like, "A cult? You're just a stupid little boy. You don't know what's going on." So that was probably the best.
Okay, Caleb has another question for you, and it is probably the most important question of this entire interview.
If you take away anything from
It's
tonight,
this. It's this.
Is it true that Gordon Ramsay follows you on Twitter?
It's true.
Heard you? Yeah. So, we found this out during our class.
Including him.
Including him. He didn't know this either. We found this out during our public speaking class. along with a flurry of other fun Sean facts, which I have compiled into a document called the Sean Lore document. There's some real good things, like in the first 10 minutes of our first class of the semester, Sean shows us an old theater headshot of him and goes, "I know what you're thinking. You'd tap that, wouldn't you?" And honestly, that's when I knew that class would be the best class I was taking this semester. There's so much other things. With some, I probably
too much to
shouldn't
go
say.
over now.
But it's gonna. I have sources, so I'm gonna be learning things about you, man. This is my journalist, like, start.
His villain era.
My villain era. This, yeah. How do you feel about my lore document, Sean?
I haven't seen it. I support lore. I think lore is good. I don't know why Gordon Ramsay follows me, but I have my guess because you have followers on Twitter and you don't always know who they are, and I have this is a small number, so don't get the wrong idea. I have 3,200 followers, but that's comparatively more than a lot of people just because I'm in journalism. So these guys show me, oh, Gordon Ramsay follows you. Why does Gordon Ramsay follow you? I don't know. I didn't know, except for two possible things. One was saying Gordon Ramsay does not have to be the star of every cooking show. And the other was, you're not going to turn Gordon Ramsay into Anthony Bourdain no matter how hard you try, so stop trying. And I think someone, his social media manager, because he doesn't do it himself, probably said, oh, okay, we'll just follow this guy because he mentioned our name. So that's why.
It was actually one of our other people back here, Juan, who figured that out during our
Yeah,
class.
he looked it up
Oh
during
my
class
God.
and just goes, "Why does Gordon Ramsay follow you?" And then we all just open our laptops and fiercely type
It
in the
was true.
computer.
It was true.
Also, since you haven't done grades yet,
Can this be extra credit? Public speaking.
yeah, we're speaking to the
I
public.
see a little
Public.
silhouette of a man. I guess I'll consider that. I did have these two, kind of did hybrids of stand-up, which I encouraged a lot of people in the public speaking class to do, and the ones who did, it was just great. So maybe I will take mercy on you. We'll see.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Everyone-
much for being here,
Yes,
Sean. Oh my
We
God.
appreciate everything you do for the communications department and student media. You're so fun.
We love you.
We love you so much, man.
Mwah.
Yes.
No, no. Thank you. We'll be right back from another skit that you're going to have so much fun watching.
Have we seen him?
No. We'll be back with the game after that.
Okay, bye.
You love the Vikings too? Well, I guess I just have one more question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
If we were to have a son together, what would you name him?
I'm not even sure I want kids.
Oh,
I'm gonna go see if Travis wants to talk. Hey, Travis. Do you wanna, hang out or talk to me?
I'll hang out with you, Susan. Travis is ugly and stupid. Yeah, so I'm way better than these other freaks. Hey, Susan, can I steal you for a moment?
How about you shut your big ugly mouth and move on?
Jasper comes off a little strong, and he makes fun of poor Travis almost every time we talk.
Yeah, I hate him. I'm sorry for what I said earlier. You just look really good in a fanny pack.
Thanks, Craig. That means a lot. There's a lot of good guys with different qualities, but I think I'm ready to make my decision.
It's high noon. You know what that means?
It means it's time for me to steal all the loot bucks in this here library.
See, I can't let you do that there, Sonny. Student body needs that money.
Oh God, not this again.
Alright. You're doing great. I need you to just go a little bit later. Can you wait a bit? Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do this.
Alright, awesome. It's high.
Dude, what the hell?
Sorry, I got a little excited.
What is even going on over there?
Alright, look, bud. I'm gonna need you to cool your jets by about 70%. Otherwise, I'm giving gun soundboard duties to someone else.
Got it.
Alright. Alright, reset back to 1. It's high noon. You know what that means?
It means it's time for me to steal all the loot bucks in this here library.
Can't let you do that, Sonny. Student body needs those loot bucks to buy overpriced coffee from home.
Dude, what the fuck?
Was that it? Did we get it? I think we got it. Alright, everyone, we got it. That was perfect. So now let's just get everything.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're just filming a quick little bit for late night. We'll be done out of here in just a couple of minutes.
Now is a really bad time. There has been multiple reportings of shootings here. You guys cannot be down here.
Oh, yeah, we're shooting.
What?
Yeah, you know, we're shooting.
Like with guns?
No, like shooting a scene with cameras.
No, listen, there's reports of gunshots in the area. You guys need to go and find a place to hide.
About that.
How long have you guys been shooting?
Since January? That was weird. Alright, everybody, that's a wrap.
Welcome back to Late Night! Yeah! It's time for game time. And what we have today is Throwback Jeopardy. In this game, we are going to test your knowledge of different decades. You will pick a decade and then choose to answer a question about either music, TV/movies, or pop culture. If you answer correctly, you will earn 1 point. The player with the most points at the end wins. And to answer a question, like, I don't know, whoever raises their hand first, I guess.
Maybe you should make the noise.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's do that. Let's do that. Make a noise.
Yeah. So let's introduce our lovely contestants. Sean Robinson again. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Jessie.
Yeah! Awesome. So, who wants to go?
Yeah. Well, let's start with Sean.
Choose a category.
70s.
70s?
What?
Perfect.
70s what?
You know, the Beatles weren't in the 70s.
The Beatles? Listen,
Well,
man.
okay.
We only read these questions.
Okay, so music, TV, or pop culture?
Music.
Cool. This famous Queen song came out in 1976, and Freddie Mercury said, "We don't know what it's about, and I don't think we ever will." Which song is it?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That is correct.
I guess we're not doing the beep beep beeps.
Oh.
I guess it's, yeah. You
I
can just
messed
choose
that
to-
up.
We don't know how Jeopardy works. So I guess we'll just ask you to choose something,
Yeah.
and then if you don't know it, that sucks. S for Sean.
Yes.
All right. You would like to choose a category next?
Let's do 90s TV.
Great.
Awesome. I have that one. What famous animated TV show following a group of young boys in a snowy Colorado town spawned a long list of controversies and catchphrases that would rock America? I can read my own handwriting.
South Park.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Your turn.
50s. Pop culture.
50s. I got that. In 1953, what was the most iconic song Marilyn Monroe sang in the film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Correct.
All right.
90s pop culture.
That's me. Michael Jordan led this team to 6 NBA titles in the 90s, making this squad the team of the decade.
Let's bring it over to Sean.
Wait, yeah, let her guess.
Lakers?
No.
I'm a sports editor, so this is like
what?
slam dunk. Chicago Bulls.
That is correct.
Who's that?
90s pop, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, well, it's back to you. You can choose a question again.
90s music.
90s music. Okay. The Princess of Pop made her mark on the 90s version of Mickey Mouse Club, eventually spawning her successful music career later in the decade.
Britney Spears.
That's also correct.
Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone. Exactly. Jesse?
70s TV.
That's me again. On October 11th, 1975, this famous sketch comedy show hit the air and became a cultural phenomenon, eventually spawning the careers of famous comedians and actors, including Chevy Chase, Dan
Aykroyd?
That's it, and John Belushi.
SNL.
Yes! Give it to me. Oh,
yeah, you can do it.
This one.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
Good job.
70s pop culture.
Is it me? It's me, I think. Yep. What type of jeans with the flared out cuff became popular in the 1970s?
San Francisco riding gear.
No.
No.
Bell bottoms.
That is correct, yes!
Awesome.
Okay.
It's your turn, yes.
Yes.
50s TV.
50s TV, awesome. In 1950, this Disney princess waltzed her way onto the silver screen, eventually getting nominated for 3 Academy Awards. Which Disney princess was this?
Cinderella.
Yes. Woo! That leaves the final question.
50s music.
Ugh, if I could close this expo marker. In attempt to alter his bad boy image, I can read. Elvis Presley appeared on Steve Allen's show in a tux, singing one of his signature songs to an animal that inspired the song title. What was the song title?
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
That is correct.
All right.
Hold on, I need to count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That makes Sean Robinson our winner tonight.
By 1.
Here is a box of oldies candy.
It's
yes.
really fun. I opened it up, and I probably shouldn't have, but it looks all really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Woo! We'll be right back after this break with our guests.
Vinta.
Vinta.
Yes, we said it right. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the time to pick a husband. Susan, it's time to pick a husband.
I'm ready.
Who will it be?
Wait, where's Travis and Jasper? Where's Jasper?
Travis, do you know what happened to Jasper?
You were all amazing. It has been a very difficult decision, but I've made up my mind. I decided to go with someone who's charming, has a great smile, and packs a little party on their hips. Travis, will you accept this rose?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like love arose between those two, and it can for you as well. Tune in next season for Young Unmarried Woman. Have a good night.
Hi, welcome to Late Night. We're super excited to have you here. My name's Delilah. It's so fascinating that you chose our organization to showcase. We're sorry about the current state of the office. We're currently on our 7th season. This is my 3rd season here, 2nd as director. We are one skit short. We only have 12 hours to pump out a script. So this is our team. We have Brad, Margaret, Olive, and Jessica.
I joined Late Night 2 years ago, which will give me a great opportunity to succeed in the film industry. But this skit has been absolute mayhem.
Hey, that's 200 IBS, okay? I can bench 200 IBS, okay? You got that?
I joined Late Night for fun, and this has been the worst experience of my life.
What do you get when you don't pay your ghost bills? You get repossessed!
To be honest, they were the only ones available. Bless their hearts.
Okay guys, we gotta get started on this skit. We only have 12 hours. 12 hours! I've started my timer. Come on.
No, I was actually thinking of some ideas myself. What if, like, so my first idea, like, what if we do day in the life of a pro athlete, you know? My second idea was, like, what if we do a day in the life of somebody who can bench 200 pounds? And, like, my third idea was, you know, what if we do how to pick up females, you know?
Alright, what about a day in the life of a social media influencer?
Well, guys, we won't have enough time to find any actors or actresses.
Well, I mean, we could just use Barbies instead of actors.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City?
Hey there, Delilah. Hey, everyone. It looks like it's going great. We have one problem. I have to cut 2 hours off the timer. But I'll check back in 3 hours and make sure everything's going accordingly. And I made everybody cookies to help the thinking process. You guys are gonna do great.
You know, in Hollywood, there's always a time constraint, so of course, I wasn't phased at all.
Brad, shut up! The skit cannot be about you again!
Yeah, well, at least I bring the babes and the bronze to the show. Like, what do you bring? An ancient song from '06?
Oh, please, Brad, if anything, the girls are there for me, and anyone born in '06 is a lot smarter than you.
Guys, please stop. This isn't productive.
So, as expected, I wrote the entire script. On my own. With no help. This is just another group project from high school.
Here it is. We're done. Personally, I think this is some of my best work yet.
It would have been more realistic if I was the one benching. You know, it doesn't matter.
Well, how do I put this? Your skit was, for a lack of better word, absolute garbage! I mean, how could you even think it was acceptable to film something like this? I mean, come on!
Welcome back to Late Night, everyone! Tonight we have the lovely band Venta with us to perform for you guys.
Hello, everyone. How we doing tonight? Awesome. We ready for some music? Yeah. Okay. Well, we are Venta. Thank you so much for having us tonight. This first song is called Dark Places. And by the way, I'm going to be dancing, so if anybody else wants to. Songs we're doing for you guys tonight are off of our album that came out last year around this time. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, if you still listen to that, wherever you stream music. So check us out. This next one is called Wave, and it's a bop. 3 a.m. with eyes wide open, high off new emotions. I never saw this coming. Scrolling through your world and wishing you got me out in the deep end, and I want it all. You hear me like a wave in motion. I lose control when I dive in. Yeah, ready? I can't get you out. I can't get you out of my. I can't get away. Drifting deeper. Over and over, caught in a wave. Oh, I can't get you out. You're in my head. I love the way it feels, letting myself drown. Over and over, caught in a wave. And now I can't move on for anything. Distracted from so many things, but I want you all to myself. I see your face, I lose my grip. Spend my nights looking for this, for one like you. When you hear me like a wave in motion, I lose control when I dive in. Yeah, I can get you out. I can get you out of my. I can get away, drifting deeper. Over and over, caught in a wave. I can get you out. You're in my head. I love the way it feels, letting myself drown. Over and over, caught in a wave. Oh, did I swim too far? Out my body running like the water. You do it to me every time, so good. Hey, baby, did I swim too far? Out my body running like the water. You do it to me every time, so good. Say, did I swim too far? Out my body running like the water. When you do it to me, you keep hitting it every single time. Hey, I'm drifting deeper into your love. Over and over, caught in your wave. I can get you out. You're in my head. Over and over, caught in your wave. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, hit it. Hey, 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 there it is. Hey, 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 ha. Oh, baby. That one's called Wave. I'm glad you guys liked it. Beautiful ladies in the front, thanks for dancing with me. You guys look lovely. All right, this is our last song for you guys tonight. Thank you so much, PLU Late Night, for having us. You guys are amazing. This is amazing. This last song is called After Party. Thank you for having us. After dark, warm light and a little bit of green. Dance in the kitchen, makeup free, glowing just like an angel. Thank you so much for having us. Once again, we are Venta. That's VNTA. Check us out on Spotify and Apple Music.
Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. Thank you so much, Venta. Amazing,
Beautiful
amazing
music. Beautiful.
Thank you so much for all being here.
Yes, thank you for coming to our last show of the semester. Yes! All the support this year has been wonderful, and if you want to be a part of Late Night or join student media, please, 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 we'd love to have you. Talk to any of our crew members here about how to join. We'll tell you everything about it.
Follow us on Instagram at PLU Late Night.
PLU Late Night. Plugging.
Woo!
And without further ado, stay nightly, Loots. Thank you. It's done. Thank you so much.